wasn't going there.
Ladies and gentlemen, come one, come all to the event nobody's calling, the embarrassment spectacular of the summer. Now, obviously I'm messing with you right now, but nobody's calling it that. I'm not lying. Today's episode is a very special episode because I don't know how long a two-part episode would be if I did two fanfictions at once, so it's two separate videos. Getting two videos today, guys. It is a two-part episode because the fanfictions that I want to read to you today are kind of two parts. Kind of... I don't know how to really describe it. It's like... It's like they're related, but they're not. I really don't know how to describe this properly. But they're both Naruto fanfictions. One called... The first one I'm reading to you is going to be called Why Am I Needed? And the second one is called More Than Training. Both so fucking gay. So fucking terrible. The first one is actually, I believe it's a favorite of a friend of mine, the first one I'm reading to you, so shout out to Marley for that. Read that in our high school auditorium in the middle of a pep assembly, I think. I just handed her my phone, I'm just like, read it. It is hilarious. They loved it. This first one is called Why Am I Needed? Description says, you probably know the story. Sasuke left... I can't read this very well. You probably know the story. Sasuke left Konoha to join Orochimaru. But one question was never answered. What did they do? We know Orochimaru couldn't use Sasuke's body for 3 years, so my guess is he used his body in a different way. I would actually like to turn this into a small contest to see who could create the best What Did Orochimaru Do with Sasuke fanfic. Can I have a storyline or just go straight to the point? That contest never ended up happening. This story was posted August 14th, 2008. I think it's August 16th, 2014 now. It's been 6 years. It's been 6 years since I read that. No contest ever occurred. Ever. Disclaimer, I do not own Naruto. I'm just using it. Not my fault Orochimaru seems like a pedophile. Contains Yaoi Lemon. Sasuke's point of view. Why am I needed? I smirked. I had a feeling that things would be good here, with Orochimaru and the other sound ninja. One thing first, I say at last. What is it, Sasuke? Orochimaru hissed. I can never do shit for Orochimaru without doing that voice. What is it, Sasuke? What do you need me for? There was an uncomfortable pause. To give you power. Make you strong enough to defeat. You can try and shove your crap down my throat, but I won't believe it. That's right, Sasuke will never believe you. He'll never believe you. What do you really need me for? Orochimaru smirked and lunged, pinning me to the floor. I want your body, he said, licking my cheek with his long tongue. Feeling his warm, wet muscle on my face sent shivers down my spine. Pedophile, try to rape me, I spat. It's not rape if you want it, he said, gesturing to my forming arousal. And just slightly above my own, his large yet still forming arousal. Oh, I was getting a little better. If there's a festival of moans, I'm gonna be really pissed. How about we remove those pants of yours, Sasuke? It's actually written like that. How about we remove those pants of yours, ... Sasuke, ... Oh, sorry, ellipsis, Sasuke, ellipsis. It should be ... though. shame on you, 13-year-old me. Just the way he said my name would give me chills and further enlarge my member. He suddenly tore off my pants, and I grabbed at his. He grabbed my hands and said, "Slow down, boy. I had no idea you wanted it that much." He slid his hand up my shirt and tweaked at my hard nipples while at the same time bringing his pale lips to mine. His tongue wanted entrance, and I instantly gave him access. I read that line. As our tongues clashed, we were feeling each other up, removing articles of clothing, and our moans muffled by the kiss. Orochimaru finally pulled away for air and spread my legs. "I want you to relax," he hissed. Now for the scene that will likely scar you for life. It fucked me up for a while. I can't believe I wrote this, and I'm gonna have so much trouble reading this. Oh god, I'm in tears. "I want you to relax," he hissed. His long tongue then slithered into my hole, emitting a long moan from me immediately. I never again ever did, I don't think I ever wrote into a story, any Astermouth after this point, because I just grossed myself out too much. That long tongue moved in and out, slicking every last part of my ass. He pulled out his tongue and inserted 2 of his slender fingers. Yes. He scissored in my hole, stretching. Not stretching, stretching. I learned to spell. Oh wait, I did. Stretching me out, and rubbing my prostate, making my moan louder than any time before. "You love all this, don't you?" I nodded. "And I know some of the things you've done before, like with that copycat ninja." I moaned once more, him still rubbing at my prostate. "You're nothing but a whore, aren't you?" I nodded shakily. His dirty words were rousing me more, and he knew it. "I need you to say it. Sasuke." Seriously, every time he says Sasuke, there's like an ellipsis just between his words and him actually saying Sasuke. "I'm a whore." That's a horrible voice. I'm really bad at doing Sasuke. Although apparently Orochimaru is pretty good at doing Sasuke. "Not funny!" Shut up, disembodied Mickey Mouse voice. He moved his fingers and I whimpered at the loss of contact, but soon found a new pleasure. One much bigger than 2 fingers. He shoved in his painfully large member and I hissed in pain. Painfully large member and hissed in pain. Yeah, that's not that surprising. He shoved in his painfully large member and I hissed in pain, but he still continued to move in me. His movements were slow at first, but began to quicken, and my cries of pain became loud moans of pleasure. Orochimaru grasped and began to pump away at my cock, always keeping pace with his slams into my hole. I suddenly exploded it all onto his chest. He removed his hand from my cock and wiped some of it off his chest and into his mouth. Delicious. Now I know having you here will be fun. I can imagine that creepy chuckle right after that. He soon exploded into my hole and pulled out some dripping on my leg and I passed out. Oh yeah, if something explodes in your hole, I would expect you to pass out. End. Little fucking... What are they called? Hyphens? I would call it hyphens. Between hyphens. I hope you enjoyed the story. I'll be reading another story that'll be kind of like a sequel. It'll be called More Than Training, and it'll be a Sasuke x Kakashi story, which will explain what Orochimaru meant by things you've done before, like with that copycat ninja. Review, please. No flames, please. I think that's going to be my 13-year-old me voice. How far into this? Okay, yeah, I am almost 10 minutes into this, so I definitely have to start another video now. See you in a sec.